All right. It's time for more control. Let's see if we get some notifications out here. There we go. Okay. So last time we played Control, we finally found Dylan, Jesse's brother, and learned all about his dreams because he is being affected by the hiss. But it's really hard to tell if it's the hiss that is causing as much weirdness with him, or if it's things that Dr. Darling and Director Trench did to him. Because he refers to himself as P6 and not as Dylan. Um, but after that, we decided to go check out the research sector. And we're going to see if we can find the doctor that was investigating the mold beneath the research sector. So we cleared out central research a little bit, and I think I found where we need to go. So let's go. Yeah, locate Dr. Underhill below central research. So the first thing we have to do is actually get to the bottom of central research. Wow, they are really happy with those grenades, aren't they? Okay, we're getting back into it. That's my excuse. We're just getting back into it. We're getting the deaths out early. Won't die the rest of the stream. But don't hold me to that. Okay, got that taken care of. Got that taken care of. Yeah, let's see how you like it. See, just need to get back in the hang of it. Doesn't sound like there's any more. Did we check out the cafeteria? The lunch menu. It's rather sparse, but there is reading material. Hubert, Black Rock Analysis. To C. Vaughn from H. Tan. Subject Black Rock Sample Analysis. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 black rock samples you set. The prism, or whatever you call it. I filed them in the usual place, under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Haha. Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime? I'm free tomorrow. All the best, Hubert. Getting some flirting in with the memos. What do we have unread? Poets of the Fall. Okay, so this is the music that we ended with last time. That's cool to actually give us the song. Another one of the radios. Major targets and executive. No, we're going to go underneath research. Pretty sure I already checked the bathrooms. Did we check this shelter though? Or those stairs? Because this lab is where the music was. So let's try this shelter. No, we didn't get it this one. Okay, this just comes out over by parapsychology. Easy enough. Well, let's follow the mold. It sure is a long way down. It's a good thing I can levitate. Ooh. I wonder if I could actually levitate all the way back up. Probably, but be a pain. The pit. The map doesn't really help us here. It looks like the mold is actually spraying spores everywhere. It's really gross. Why is this one all lit up and the others aren't? Oh, that is a hand and a foot. Or an arm and a leg. So it looks like this is actually a actual, office space of the oldest house that's been taken over by the mold. Oh, it literally says Underhill's lab. It's still so weird to see Jesse's portrait up everywhere. The mold has really done a number on this place. Oh. So this is a power socket? Probably to get the elevator back up and running. There we go. Elevator now works. Probably for people who stumbled down here before they had levitate. Those aren't his.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Areas under quarantine. Talk to Dr. Underhill first. Okay.
Excuse me? Are you lost? Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Collect 5 mold samples for Dr. Underhill. Type A grows near fresh corpses. Type B grows near toilets. Type C grows near televisions. Type D grows near staircases. And type E grows near the pit. Well, let's find out what she thinks about things.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
Darling always needs to be the hero. Hey, congrats on first. Let's find out about Underhill herself.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot. The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
And Underhill seems really excited by that prospect.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
A lot of mold analysis going on in here. Threshold Utility Counter Essay, compiled by Dr. Rhea Underhill, Contract Threshold Specialist. Alternative Perspective, Thresholds Utility Research. Summary. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Redacted contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the redacted creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into redacted. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Refer to file 2-35-1863 for full report. So it seems like Underhill is much more of a scientist than most of the other people in this government agency. She's in it for the science. Mold Threshold. Compiled by Dr. Rhea Underhill by order of Dr. Casper Darling. Progress Report. Active Threshold Mold Research. Summary. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms, similar in appearance to redacted, construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these redacted are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere in on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I referred to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Well, that's concerning. The mold is adapting to human physiology. Underhill checking in. To R. Underhill from C. Darling. Subject, how's it going? Hey, hello, Rhea. How is it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I've always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. Well, these two were very friendly. Darling and Underhill were very friendly with each other.
Why not return when you have something reactivated?
Well, first, I'm gonna go check what's over on that desk, because it's lit up. Oh. I was gonna say there was nothing, but there was an intrusive pattern. And some math, it looks like. Okay, so we're looking for
Smells
mold.
so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Don't do it, Jesse. Okay, so first, what's over here? What is this thing? Oh, there's something over there. Oh, is it more of those mold walkers that we encountered on the way to the Panopticon? Ooh, got some good stuff. Pink Flamingo Supplemental. ID Pink Flamingo. AI46-KE. Acquisition date August 12th, 1997. Containment location Panopticon, Floor 4, Unit 16. Background. Agents noted a transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. See file PAI-1372 for a detailed observation. Dr. Darling reported a wait of redacted seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day. After redacted, he was found to possess no redacted and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though this has not been proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. So they just stole that poor guy's flamingo? Oh. Hello. Oh, I can take control of it. Even better. Okay, I need to be careful because those,
Are those people?
the sniper things took me out pretty quick when I was in the quarry. Oh, he fell a long way. This threshold's pretty big. I guess, now that I think about it, all thresholds are fairly large, aren't they? Oh yeah, that thing still does a lot of damage. Whoa, whoa. Oh, up there. Okay. Oh, that's gonna explode. Okay. I gotta be careful of those. Can I hit that from here? No, I cannot. I can throw things at it though. Cool. Oh my gosh. It was waiting for me. Okay. The music got a little better and I regen some health, so I'm assuming that was most of them. And I bet that is the pit that I need to go down. That I need all of these mold samples from.
This looks like a good one.
Well, there we go. We got type E. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So even just being on the same level as that hurt quite a bit. This looks promising, though. Didn't she say there was some mold near stairs? There we go.
Found one.
So now I have to find a television somewhere in here? Lab 6. We'll have to check out Lab 6 after we're done checking out whatever's up here. Ooh, that is a control point. Interesting that we have a control point within the threshold. Now it looks like these rangers were killed before they became Hiss, even though they don't have HRAs, which is concerning. Jukebox tokens. I don't want to make any jukebox tokens, that's okay. What's this line? Almost looks like it should be a crack in the ceiling. It is a crack in the ceiling. Huh, would you look at that? Is there anywhere for me to fly up to? There is. Hidden location discovered. Oh, there's just a plant here growing among the mold. Ooh, wait, energy recovery. That's one that I actively use, isn't it? It doesn't look like I got one that's better than what I have. I definitely don't need level 1 Seize speed. Oh, my weapon mods are completely full. I should empty these out. Spin group efficiency, I can get rid of that. Charge blast. I haven't been using the charge much. These are just straight up damage boost, but I'm gonna get rid of the low level ones. Okay. It doesn't look like there's another ledge higher than this. Oh. When did the mold get here? Lost my controller there for a second. So I need to be careful, because the mold can just be out here. Yeah, like that one. Well, at least most of these rangers down here didn't eat the mold. This is the one near
This
dead
must be one of the
bodies.
samples.
Nothing up there. Okay, so we were already near toilets. There were toilets over by the elevator that we came down. But I'm not sure if those will count. Because it's not on this side of Underhill's lab, if that makes sense. So we're going to try going into Lab 6. Looks like there's a Lab 8 as well. Oh yes, I'm sure the sink is very useful in this environment. Looks like the Lab 8 door just leads to the same spot. So there's nothing in here. Where did you come from? I wonder if they're just following me around and I'm missing them. Nothing up here. Okay, so there's more stuff over there, or I can go up. I'm gonna go up first. Really bad target practice. Oh, could I actually get up there? I don't think I want to get up there. Ah, pretty close. Ooh. And there's stuff over there too. I bet I could get there from the control point. Lab 2. Balloon procedures. Oh, the Get Well Soon balloon. We saw that in the Panopticon. ID Get Well Balloon AI 58-KE. Acquisition date March 22nd, 2004. Containment location Panopticon Floor 5, Unit 9. Containment procedure. Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of all the black substance the item produces. All the cleaning tools must be redacted, along with the black substance itself. Description: altered effect. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its surface is a colorful message to get well, surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon is attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the Bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance which drips down its ribbon. Okay. But why does it have to be kept away from animals. What does the black substance do? Even the cleaning tools have to be disposed of in some way. I wonder if it's a reference to something. Oh, we got a new type. Corrupted samples. This ground is really crunchy. I hear something. Is the mold regrowing or something? All those snipers? Because I don't like that, if that's the case. But it doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go from here. And I don't think I could make it all the way across. Through that hole in the ceiling. I might be able to, but I don't think I should, is more the thing. So instead, we're going to go across and down to this lab over here. Labs 4, 5, and 6. Evacuation area sector G12. This is the muster point. The oldest house doesn't seem to be keeping its shape very well with all the mold here. But also, Underhill's labs were huge before the mold. At least with Pierce, they aren't that much of a problem. Hey, we found toilets. This is a lot of toilets. How did
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
Underhill know there were just toilets in here like this? That's super weird. Okay, so we are back out in the main section. So let's go back up. Weird and gross. I know, right? That kind of explains mold in general. Oh. Oh, hey, a TV. Oh, a bunch of TVs. CRT storage in here.
This looks like a good one. That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
Oh, poor Topher. Oh, just freaking out constantly over Mr. Bones. Remember, if you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late. A comforting message. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. I think we got pretty much everything in here. Oh, the mold is regrowing. Probably because I got everything. So, I'm gonna have to be careful getting out of here. Because if those snipers, or whatever they were, came back, I'm gonna have some trouble getting out of here. But you know, after doing this, I think we should go try that,
You look like a woman with mold for me.
the mold area in the quarry. Which also, that means the mold is infesting other thresholds as well. Which has interesting implications.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers, just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
feel like I should ask to see her credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it? Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Investigate the pit. Reload? I'm not even shooting anything. What do you mean reload? Why am I reloading? I'm glad you found the new point redeem though. The mimic coin redeem.
Thanks for the information. My pleasure.
Okay, so now we can go into that lower pit. Reload. You paid 2k for it. That is true. You did pay 2k coins for it. So I will reload. Reloading. There you go. We are now reloading.
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
See, now that looks dangerous down there. But at least we won't want to eat the mold anymore. That says 9 on it. Okay. I'm gonna have to be really careful down here.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Ugh. I have to be really careful about the environment in here too.
Oh, God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Well, at least I'm no longer dying, and I wonder if that means I can go into those other areas that were full of mold before. Like up in communications. Oh, it is dark in here. I don't like that. Is that a control point? Just gotta take care of the hosts. And the more of them I have on my side, the more I'll know that I'm safe down here. Because they will go for the hosts that are after me.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the threshold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find out?
So they start getting a little loopy. Oh, that is a bunch of mannequins. Test dummies? What were they doing in this research area before it became a threshold. Okay, so if that's the way I'm supposed to go, what was the other way? Oop. Okay, so that's where I came in. Okay, and this is just a canister. I'm not seeing anywhere to fly. Looks good. Hiss nodes. No, we're taking care of the mold right now. We'll handle the hiss after. Oh. You guys come back quick. So where's it finding new hosts is the other question. Oh, there was a ledge there. I missed it.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nope. Not
Yeah, not pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, I missed it. I am out of energy. Ooh. Ah, the third one got me. Okay, so this is a boss fight. We are fighting Mold 1. And you know, it's really reminiscent, or not reminiscent, but it reminds me of a, another game we played recently, Half-Life 2, not Half-Life 2, Black Mesa, and the original Half-Life. The three-headed thing in the rocket labs. Oh, can I not pick this up? My weapon mods are full. Okay. Oh, wait, I got new collectibles? Oh, of course. The Threshold logs and the Threshold kids. Hey, congratulations on your watch streak. Okay. So do we have an upgraded version of this one? Does not look like it. We have 3... Oh, that's precision energy recovery. This is energy renewal. I can get rid of this one. And I have a level 4 equipped, so I don't need this. Posture check and hydrate. Alright. First ones of the stream. Sit up straight. Check your posture. Grab something to hydrate with. I will too. Okay. What else can I clear out? One of these. See, I feel like with as many unique mods as they have, I should have way more slots available. My inventory should be way larger. Do I have a better just straight up damage boost? I do. Prime damage. How about reload efficiency? No, this one's the same. Okay. Speaking of reloading, hey, you got a reload. Well, I am reloading. I'm reloading the weapon mods. Do I have a better health? I don't think I do. I have level 3 health. Health recovery per element pickup. I don't need C's for a boss fight. I don't need C's for a boss fight. You gotta quit the main menu and load the game again. That's not what reloading means. However, launch energy cost could be good. Evade energy cost could be even better. I don't need 3 launch efficiencies. Why do I have all these? Let's equip a launch efficiency. Okay. And I picked one up. What did I pick up? Shatter projectiles. +5, +5. Wasn't worth it. Okay.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty. Nope. No.
Okay, it's angry with me. Oh. That's not great. Did I hit it? I don't know if I hit it or not. Hey, I got one. And it is very angry with me about it. Oh, that hurt. We did
I
it!
need to stop being surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
Oh my gosh, we did it. I was not expecting to be able to two-shot that. Or get it on my second try, I mean. Whew. Whew, that was good. So that was mold 1. Interesting that the mold is still here, though. Hey, control point. That'll make it easy to get back to Underhill.
Oh, so good. Oh, need more.
Ick. They were eating a lot of mold if you got all the way down here. I am seeing a wall of text about Linux distros, and I am not up for reading that directly after beating Mold 1. I will look at the message after the stream. But first, I'm going to just explore around this area for a little bit. Because we did find a control point, but I feel like there might be more? I could be wrong. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else in here. I'm pretty sure this hole is not the way I came in. I don't think I can get up that high. Oh, is there something to interact with? No. No, there wasn't. Okay. Well, let's go to Dr. Underhill. The pit is where I am. Active threshold sublevel? Is that what I want? Or the active threshold? I'm gonna bet it's the active threshold. Let's see. Nobura and NixOS, huh? Okay, yeah, this is where I want to be. Because I can come up here. And she should be right through here. Okay, so that means the sub-level would be the one that's down in the pit.
You've returned, I see.
Yep, we've returned.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really. It's too much. Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
Well, we've completed old growth. And now we have mold removal. So we've stopped the growth of the mold. Now we have to remove the mold.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
Let's take a look. So we got some new personal mods. including a better health recovery. So let's get rid of this one. Can get rid of the shield boosts. And then I'm going to switch my launch efficiency out for the seize speed again. And we got untapped potential. Very cool. Missions. Okay, so Face of the Enemy is the Prime Candidate program. This is the main story, the main mission. And we're supposed to be getting to the containment sector and looking for the slide projector. Okay. We still need to look for Langston's runaways. Old friends. Find the 6 pouches worn by Orisha's squad mates. That's right. I wonder where those were. And mold removal. Eradicate mold hosts in parapsychology, the ritual division, and central research. Since that is on my way out of here and back in the research area, we're gonna track this one. What did we get here? Threshold log 3. Okay, we already looked at that. You said you're running NixOS and Nobara like I do, a triple boot system? No, I'm not. I was just seeing which distros you were talking about in that wall of text you posted. Let's go upstairs. It's so much nicer having the elevator actually work. Okay, so we're looking for mold hosts and hiss. Right. Get back here. Oh, I missed. These ones are so much easier to deal with than the level 9s I was just dealing with. Oh, we have some flyers. I'll get rid of that one first. Then we can get rid of both of those. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Okay, so there are mold hosts just walking around Central Research. And we are in Central Research. And I think I found them. And yeah, it looks like they can spread the mold on their own, doesn't it? Is this one all alone?
Where are those mold hosts?
Okay, so there's probably 2 more. Oh, I busted up the bathroom. Oh wow, this is really destructible. What about the other bathroom? this one looks okay. So we're just looking for mold. Looks like it got into lab 1. Which is the music lab. Sound lab. Okay, so there's one more in central research. Oh, can I just get out through here? I can. That's pretty nice. I don't see any traces of mold here. That's the central elevator. The other two were both on the bottom floor. I'm pretty sure we already watched this one, didn't we? Doesn't look familiar. Oh, we missed research. Synchronicity. Penned by Dr. Theodore Ashe, head of research. A glimpse into the paranatural, synchronicity and the unseen connections. Introduction. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God Himself will. Refer to file redacted for full report. So 1959. So Theodore Ashe started the research department in the 50s. So he was the head of research before Dr. Darling. Wait a minute. Is that a hotel room? That looks like a hotel room. I wonder if that's from the Ocean View Motel, or what it actually kind of reminds me of are the hotel rooms found in Alan Wake and Alan Wake American Nightmare. Especially with the bottles of alcohol down by the bed. More interesting little connections, especially with a synchronicity paper right next to it. But we are still looking for the mold. It wouldn't be in Dr. Darling's office, would it? or dimensional research. Multimedia, HRAs.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
He looked kind of worn out. Like really worn out. And there is a lot of research in here to read. Astral Plane Counter Essay. Compiled by Emily Pope. Alternative Perspective, Objects of Power and Their Astral Connections. Summary. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the redacted, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states there is a clear link between these objects of power, the redacted, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the redacted? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the redacted is a natural fact and not something more redacted? Refer to file 6-23-9382 for full report. So Emily is wondering if objects of power are being controlled by the board forcefully, because half of those redactions were very clearly the board. Okay, that's the HRAs that we just watched. Smiley face with yes, 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 yes and sticky notes. And a frowny face made of no, no, no sticky notes. Yeah, I'm not sure Dr. Darling was doing too well. He was clearly making the HRAs for the hiss, which means he knows they were coming. Oh, hey. Another one of those, Newton's cradles? Pretty sure that's what those are called. We found a couple in other sections of research. Resonance theory, compiled by Dr. Casper Darling. Utilization of paranatural elements. Resonance. Confidential. Summary. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file redacted for full report. Let's see. Wait, the hiss or the not water? Isn't that classified? Should we know that? Also, why does Emily think that objects of power were forced to connect to the board? So I think we should know that the hiss is the water, since the water's flooded in. The not water has flooded in. And I think Emily is wondering about the objects of power being forced to connect to the board because it's not all objects of power. It's mostly the service weapon and the hotline that she was calling out because they required the director to use, or else they result in death. And it's a very direct connection to the board when you use them, as opposed to other objects of power. At least that's what I was gleaning from her report. Darling, budget request. To Casper Darling from A. Lewis, Abraham Lewis. Subject: parakinesiology. Budget. Who? Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. So the different departments within research are fighting for budget. When you say board, I keep hearing Borg. I wonder how apt the descriptor is. That is an interesting comparison. You know, it seems like the board itself has said that it is exerting its influence on the oldest house through the control points. It could be that they're currently inhabiting the oldest house, and that's why the hiss seem to be targeting control points to break the board's connection with the oldest house. So I wonder what else the board is up to. Astral Plane. Compiled by Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Examination of paranatural topics. The astral plane and objects of power. Summary. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully, the truth will emerge. Refer to file 6-32-6498 for full report. So it almost sounds like Ash and Dr. Darling agree with Emily Pope. But it just also occurred to me, I wonder if you could sort these chronologically using the file number at the bottom. I bet you can. That'd be kind of interesting to look at. Were there any more in here? I'm not seeing any. But it does look like he spent a lot of time on these symbols. I wonder if these 6 are important. Those might be the same 6 used in the HRA lab. It just seems like the Hiss are like Turbo Borg, and it almost feels like the board don't like them because they're too aggressive. And I wonder if the former was too passive for the board, and he got ejected because he blocked some takeover or something. That is possible. It does seem like the former... I see 2 possibilities with the former, just because of its name. One being that it was a former member of the board, and the other being that it was the former occupant of the oldest house. Before the board started exerting its influence through control points. And I could see it being either one. I think generally you think of a board as having members, so a former member of the board makes sense. But I find the possibility of it actually being like the former occupant of the oldest house could explain why it was so aggressive. Oh, I didn't realize that was there. I see you there. Oh, it hit me. I thought I hit it soon enough. I thought Ahti was the former resident of the oldest house. I mean, Ahti is still here. Darling, Underhill disagreement. To Darling from Abraham Lewis. Subject, Underhill's questionable work. Dear Dr. Darling, I feel I must inform you of the very questionable documentation I am seeing from Underhill's desk. She clearly has no concept of what the mold is. She claims there are microorganisms responsible for constructing the mold. Ridiculous. It's a rapidly growing fungus, not dissimilar to kudzu. She's fabricating complexity to justify her absurd budget demands. Speaking of which, I find it interesting that an old friend of yours gets her budget approved with no questions asked. I wonder if the Operations Oversight Committee would be interested to learn of that. Yours in estimation, Dr. Abraham Lewis. So, he just wants everybody's budget. Yeah, but he's a resident. He's not the resident, he's the janitor. The board forced him out using the nail and doesn't want to leave because it's his house. I don't know. Ahti seems to be, in a lot of... He seems to know a lot about the oldest house, that's for sure. Also, can I just walk in here now? I can. I thought this would lead to the last of the hosts that I needed to wipe out. But this was a hidden location. There are a lot of hosts in here. I saw another one. Where'd it go? Oh, there's still a bunch in here. Is that everybody? That seems to have been everybody. Hammer procedures. ID Game Hammer. AI5-BE. Acquisition date November 2nd, 1959. Containment location Panopticon. Floor 1, Unit 16. Note: per Archival Mandates 8-A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. Containment procedure. No method for suppressing the item's thaumaturgical effect is yet known. To prevent infection, wear proper safety gloves when handling. Description: altered effect. The item is a wooden mallet from a High Striker carnival game. A long wooden handle extends from the head. The item infects any organic material with an unknown disease upon making physical contact. The effects of this disease are similar to leprosy, but develop at a much faster rate. Within a matter of days, tissue loss develops in the limbs closest to the point of infection. While the disease itself has not claimed any lives, secondary infection has resulted in numerous deaths. Well, that's terrifying. Why would a game hammer do that? Blue. I don't know enough about chemistry to look at that, unfortunately. The chemistry drawings were moving, weren't they? I didn't think they were moving. Oh. Oh, it's just the mold mist that makes them move. The mold haze. The closer I get, the more physical they are. And no spoilers in chat. Okay, but I need to get to a save spot because I am way over time. So I need to get to a control point. But I just found a button.
It's done. It's just one large-scale HRA. It's an easy choice, it's no choice. It's there now. Protecting the most important thing from us coming. I'll be there inside. Locked in. Ready to be blown away. Ready for the journey. To be blown flying into the world. Ready to see. To understand.
So Dr. Darling was making one large-scale HRA to protect something, and he started making references to Major Tom and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh, that was spoiler? Sorry. Oh, it's okay. Just be aware. I'm just gonna go up to this control point and we will end it. I think it's silly that the closest control point is up here. See, the level 3s are feeling really easy now. Oh, and we have some abilities. Some ability points. We'll have to apply those next time, because, as I said, I am over time for tonight. Completely out of time. But we successfully took care of Mold 1. And only died once doing it, which is pretty good. So next time, we'll try and see if we can clear out some more of the mold, maybe explore the research sector a little bit more. Because there were parts of the research sector that were open to us that we didn't explore. I bet there's more interesting stuff in there too. But after we explore the research sector a bit, we'll probably go to the containment sector and see if we can find the slide projector. Thanks for hanging out.